The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
As he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19, 18, Rodney.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Give up the middle. Jenkins to about the 33-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Sharp's got it left side. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 7, and the Browns first down.
Stop low, 18. Come on, come on. 19.
Sanders. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Sanders.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Throwing, Sanders.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
12 yards.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
At their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On first down, here's Judkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Sanders to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun. Gone. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Hold on.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Jack Fox to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Judkins going to run him out of the gun. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Once again, Jenkins.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now Sanders.
And that is incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's going to be battled down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a lot of rules in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Makes the score Lions.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
The kickoff for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
That's good for a Browns. First down.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Sanders.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Sanders once more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Browns 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now he'll tuck this and run as Sanders has it pulled free. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Browns 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is gone.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for
the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The Browns,
they'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Lions 31, Browns 13.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to be a victim to it themselves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
14, 180, super, hey, 5, turbo.
Now Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
180.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
He was taken
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Super 1, 12.
Back back to throw. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Banks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jack Campbell with a pick.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try to make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Browns.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready? 60, 18, 5 in. Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Goff. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. At this point, as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
At the 31.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite lines, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate.